Now to a very topical issue that's a developing story that's all around the world with a focus on West Africa also, and the World Health Organization has asked Ghana not to close her borders with neighboring countries as a move to control the spread of the Ebola virus. The WHO representative in Ghana, Dr. Magda Robalo, says there's no need to restrict trade or travel because that is not the way to deal with the Ebola outbreak. And this afternoon I do have her in the studio with me. Good afternoon, doctor, and thanks for your time.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
What is the best way out?
The best way out is prevention. By prevention we mean avoiding close contact with people who are known to be infected, and avoiding close contact and hitting animals, wildlife animals which are infected, and taking all the hygiene measures that are known, for example, washing hands with soap, avoiding manipulating body of people who have died of Ebola during funeral ceremonies, etc. So the preventive measures that we need to take to avoid becoming sick or dying of Ebola does not require closing borders. I mean, when people are closing borders, crossing borders, they don't actually come into close contacts with each other. When people are trading, again, you don't need, you just need...
There's a possibility. There is definitely a possibility. If, for instance, I'm trading with you, I might get a bit close to you, probably to show you something or tell you about something. And definitely there is contact, trade, movement in and out of Ghana. How do we, yes, you've touched on prevention, but what is the one sure way that when we do close our borders or do not close our borders, we won't have Ebola in this country? Can you confidently say that not closing our borders is the best way out, aside prevention?
Let me qualify the nature of close contact. It has to be close contact with blood of infected people, or any saliva, any sweat, any liquids or secretions of the body, or organs of infected people, or eating uncooked food from infected animals. I think that risk is minimal when you are trading. And trade is not just a physical buying. People trade because they travel into Ghana to have meetings with investors, etc., etc. So there is a huge amount of trading going on. If you close borders, can you imagine? Ghana has borders with 3 countries: Burkina Faso, Togo, and Cote d'Ivoire. It is not possible to have control over the land across the borders with the 3 countries. That's just not possible. So people will still cross, whether you declare that the borders are closed or not. So you better create awareness on people and ask them to contact health facilities if they feel that they have symptoms, rather than taking measures that we cannot actually implement. Can you imagine the amount of people who come by here to Ghana every single day? There are so many flights that come to Ghana every single day. If we say we are closing our borders, it means no plane will land in Ghana for an undetermined period of time. Can you imagine what will happen to Ghana's economy if we do that? So it is cheaper, it's better to educate people about the signs, the symptoms, how to prevent the disease, and in the unfortunate event that Ghana gets importation of cases, we act swiftly and then treat cases and prevent further transmission to other people.
I get your argument very well.
Thank you.
But someone might also argue that probably the easiest way and the cheapest way might be for us to close our borders. When you go to the market, even here in Ghana, there is a possibility there could be a rub-off. Bringing in the matter about sweat, which you just pulled away. But you've touched on prevention. Yes, there's some education going on about Ebola. There's still people who are saying they don't know about it. I went out yesterday to speak to a number of people. Some say I've heard about it on radio or television. I've seen the news, but I'm not too certain about it. Is Ghana helpless in any way?
No, not at all. I think the Ministry of Health and its partners are working towards printing posters and then airing education sessions for the community so that the people out there will be informed about what is Ebola all about and how to prevent it and how can you get cured because not everyone die. Ebola kills most people. It's a highly it's a disease that can kill quickly and most people do actually die, but I was going to say the good thing, there is no good thing about it, but it is also a disease that is not highly contagious. It's not easy, it's not like influenza. If you are having a flu, for example, you sneeze in a room and you can actually infect a number of people immediately as they are sitting in that room. Ebola is not contracted like that, fortunately. So you really need close contact with people who are infected for you to get the
now,
disease.
2 quick questions before I let you go. If Ghana should close their borders, we do ignore the WHO and close the borders, do we face any sanctions? And can we operate freely till we know that we record a case here in Ghana?
Yes, I don't think fear and panic is the way to go. I think the way to go is education of the public out there that there is this disease that may come in. This is how you prevent it. This is how we can go about it. I don't think it will be a good idea for Ghana to close its borders because Ghana is a signatory of an international instrument called the International Health Regulations, whereby it is agreed that until such time that we have evidence and adequate knowledge to say, okay, with the rate that we are going, we have information to say we close our borders. Until such time, WHO does not advise. And Ghana being a signatory of the International Health Regulations, we hope that
and if we do,
that
sanctions?
will not sanctions per se, but it will not be the way to go. It is not the way to go.
But can I confidently say there won't be sanctions?
Well, I don't think the World Health Organization do apply sanctions to countries. What we do, we dialogue and then we try to sensitize countries based on evidence, based on knowledge, based on science. What are the plus and the minus that they have for taking a given decision? At this point in time, there is no evidence whatsoever that closing borders, restricting trade is the way to go.
Thank you very much for your time. I have been speaking with Dr. Magda Robalo. She is the WHO country representative here, and we're looking at the Ebola virus and the issues associated with Ebola.